VoyMonk here, vlog number 48, and this is for Friday, first Friday of 2025. Yeah, I know, it gets a bit exhausting. And today I was thinking about cooking because one of the goals that I have, one of my targets is to learn how to cook. And mostly that's because, well, eating is life, and I've done a lot of that. And so, yeah, for the most part, my goal is. See, here's the thing: when it comes to food overall, I like pizza, I like burgers. That's pretty much it. In terms of my goals, though, I'm definitely looking more towards a meat and potatoes type of diet, something that's lean in protein and something that has vegetables and fruits. My idea is to start with kind of a base, and so for the most part, I've talked about like rice, pasta, not maybe so much, although it has some of the same elements that I'm trying to stay away from. So for the most part, I'm not necessarily looking to exclude any particular kind of food, but more just build a balance and do portion size in terms of my eating. And then, of course, instead of the processed foods that are, or some people call ultra processed, I look more towards something that would be, I guess, more a basic, less ingredients, and less of an input from anything or anyone else in terms of the overall end product. So like rice, chicken. I'm not so great with fish, and quite frankly, with this whole thing that's gone on the last few weeks and months, and maybe it's just, my algorithm or something with Google or something, but there's been a lot of recalls from everything from meat to cheeses to, I don't know. I mean, it's inspired me to obviously be more proactive in the preparation of food, but it isn't the primary reason for why I want to start cooking and get better and more involved with the things that I eat. That has to do primarily with health and the fact that when we get into our eating habits, I mean, mostly it's out of convenience in many ways, especially, where I live and where I've come up. But there's also, even when you're not eating for pleasure or whatever, sometimes, price, sometimes convenience, sometimes access. Some people call it food deserts, can really have a lot to do with the way people are able to sustain themselves. And, I'm not with this, if you don't kill it, you don't eat it type of thing. I mean, I understand, I appreciate there are some people that absolutely can do that. And I honestly think that's admirable, admirable, at least from my position. It's just, I don't have an ability to put an entire garden in my apartment. I don't have the ability to literally go hunting squirrels, although I'm not entirely sure that that's legal. But yeah, I just think some of the basics and the fundamentals, as with kind of a lot of things for me, are the type of things that, for the most part, I have to relearn, kind of have to, restart over, because over the years, because, things have gotten easier as far as prepared meals and things of that nature, I haven't cooked. I haven't been in a situation where my mom is doing a lot of the cooking or anything like that when I was a younger child. So, yeah, I think a lot of those practices have become a bit more uncommon. Not obviously for everyone, but yeah, like I said, something as simple as rice. And, there's people go, rice? It's minute rice. How hard can it be? But, like I said, taking time to actually do something is really, I think, underappreciated for a lot. I mean, when I say learning how to cook rice, it may seem funny, but there's lots of different ways to prepare rice. There's lots of different things you can do to rice. And for me, that's something that I lack, and that's something that I haven't actually explored very much of. And so, and not only as far as just the cooking, but cooking with. Some people prepare a lot of dishes through the microwave or the stove or deep fryers, which I don't have. And so, like I said, I mean, that's still considered, even though it's maybe not fast food, it's a processed food. And, like I said, in addition to, what you feed your mind, the primary basis of what you feed your body also has a lot to do with what goes in, also comes out, So that is the bigger reason why, like I said, as far as on this first Friday, I'm thinking about cooking, as well as the getting more organized. The other part of that is the getting organized and actually planning meals and doing a menu, which maybe sounds kind of strange. It definitely to me, but having a specific schedule and a specific setup for not only what I'm going to eat, but at least putting that into something that can help me better yet prepare foods for what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat it, and how. Therefore, making the process of cooking a little more simple. And for a lot of people, I'm sure this is just basic stuff. There's some people that they just know how to do these things, and that's fine and that's great. But for me, this is my goal and the thing that I interested in doing for the most part. And this is something that's important to me, and I definitely want to do it for my health and not for aesthetics, not because I think that I'm going to live forever or whatever, or that I'm going to cure some kind of ailment. Food is life and that sort of thing, but I think just like with a lot of things, the fundamentals and the basics can be hard for some and can be also easy to get away from and get back into. And myself personally, I've never been much of a cook. So, yeah. But anyways, that's my goal. And that's what I'm going to be doing this week and going into next week. So, yeah, this is going to be probably a shorter Friday vlog because it's been a chore this last few weeks, Christmas and then New Year's, and I really hope that most people who are listening now are doing the decompressing and not rushing through, and being a bit more purposeful, maybe in this new year, so that, as I've said before, you know where you're at, and if you know why you're at where you're at, so that you can get to where you're at, then I think that generally tends to be more helpful. And so I guess I'm not speaking or preaching or telling anybody what to do, but I definitely hope anybody who's set goals for themselves have definitely, taken that time to do what it is that they feel they need to do, because they, like I said, know where they're at and know where they want to be at. And so it's going to do it for this video vlog. Until next time. Well, not video vlog. Video voice vlog. VoyMonk vlog. 2048. And so until next time, take care.